Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. Just be, because just being yourself is enough. I'm Etienne.
And I'm Domingo, and in this channel we are here to support you in being just you.
So today in our new segment of Free to Feel, we want to talk about something that is really dear to our heart, and it's a TV show that aired in the past 3 months. There was just 6 episodes. It's called We're Here. I've seen about 0 propaganda around here, and if you look on Wikipedia on that show, the ratings are basically awful. We feel the need that we need to talk about it because the synopsis is 3 drag queens, Bob the drag queen, Shangela, and Eureka O'Hara, and they go from town to town, 6 towns in totals, to have an impromptu drag show. The beauty of this is those towns are between 5,000 and 10,000 people. It's far. It's really, really far. Because usually when you think about drag or drag queens, you go with the mainstream. Like New York.
Or bigger cities.
New York, Los Angeles, Toronto, Montreal. And they go in the deep part of the United States. And it takes courage. It takes courage.
Courage.
Because those 3 drag queens, they arrive in drag cars and full makeup, and those drag queens are like 6'5". Well, not Shangela. Shangela is 5'2", but Bob and Eureka are huge. And when they enter in their drag car, in full-on drag, in the middle of the day, they are saying, "We're here," but "We're here" shocks people because they go into towns that are not ready to accept whatever they decide to represent. And every episode, each drag queen is paired with a citizen, and every citizen just want to get out of their shell.
That's a good word, citizen.
It's a citizen. Each citizen, they just want to get out of their shell and discover something that would be outside of their mental boundaries and city boundaries. And it's just beautiful to see because people, they once again decide to have the courage to try something outside of the box or just try to be who they are. There was one episode that they actually chose drag queens. They chose a guy that was gay but shy to talk about it. They chose biracial couple that one of the member of that couple is transgender. They chose straight people, gay people, people that are non-binary. They chose anything, a straight cowboy, just because they felt the need to open their horizon. It is just completely beautiful. What was the thing that shocked you the most in that show?
The one thing that really shocked me with that show is all of these people that are in different walks of life just really have the hunger to express and to embrace that community. Drag, as you know, it is an expression. It is something that you need to get outside of your box to be feeling uncomfortable for you to grow. And a lot of these people that were part of the show really just were waiting for not only a platform, but also to understand that drag isn't just about putting makeup on. It's just not about putting heels and doing entertainment. Yes, it's certainly something that's a really big aspect of drag, but really drag is a life-changing event for some people, and drag is an expression.
That's the key word. They said it so many times in the show. It is an expression. It's showing, having the guts to show your true self, or the most marvelous self that is often hidden inside of you, that you just give to the world and you release it. And that's why we loved that show so much. It was so beautiful. One of the shocking things that I witnessed while watching the show was one of the contestants who was an African American straight guy that said, I want to learn. I just want to learn. I want to know what it is because I've been living with segregation all my life, so I know what it is to be an African American, and I just want to understand for one night the struggle of the LGBTQ community has to go through, and this will help me understand them more, and this will help me get what they feel and share something and to create bridges. I was like, wow, like you are someone, like you're so commendable. I love the guts that you have and that he went through with it, and it was beautiful.
And that's how you experience compassion and create compassion within yourself, by reliving through other people's experience. I know it's cliche to say, live a mile in my shoes and you'll understand why I am who I am. And you need to be able to put yourself in that very vulnerable position where, yeah, you might get mocked, you might get stared at, you might have some backlash, but really exposing yourself through that experience will gain you compassion and understand truly what it is like to have compassion.
Yeah. And it's one of the most beautiful and basic learning experience anyone can get, because that's how you learn. You get out of your comfort zone and you learn.
My favorite part there was talking about remote areas. It's in Farmington and Shiprock in New Mexico. And it was really such a beautiful episode to me because there was this guy who was gay. He is from the Navajo. He is a Navajo photographer, and he's gay. And I don't think he has really struggled to identify who he was because of the fact that there is this individual, I'm getting emotional, that was always behind him, supporting him all throughout. And to me, I know that this show was supposed to be for people that haven't had done drag or haven't really had the courage or given the platform to perform and to understand what drag truly means. But the star of the show for that day was the companion of this Navajo photographer, because she was the catalyst of him being able to accept who he was as a person from a very young age to an adult. And this lady, she was so strong. And I remember there was always those people that stood out for people. And that was who she was. And not only that she has saved this kid's life, but she's also saving a lot of people that draws inspiration from that. And this is when I say I want to live an inspired life to inspire others, because she has no negativity in her bone, but she every single day, part of her culture, she struggled. But she doesn't get that struggle because she knows that one day her struggle is going to eliminate, if not lessen, the struggle of her peers, of the people that's following her footsteps. And that to me was,
yeah, that person was strong. And you call her she, and that person is just considered non-binary, and that person shows to the world that in the Navajo community, non-binary is normal.
Yeah.
It's non-spirited.
yeah, they have like,
And
we
it's
have like
something-
a few different genders, and it's like, this is a really educational moment for me.
Yeah, they had 5.
Yeah.
They had male, female, in between, more male, more female.
Yeah.
And you could be anything you want in the spectrum. Because at the end of the day, your message is he, she, they,
That
was
person.
marvelous.
That person.
that person was marvelous.
That was like, this is the reason why.
This is TV. This is good TV.
No, but that person is the reason why I want to be better.
There was one more contestant that I felt her struggle. It was a mother. She lives in her family. She has a son and a daughter, but 6 months ago, her daughter said to her, "Oh, I might be bisexual." And the mother didn't take it personally, and she asked for her daughter to leave the house, and then the daughter came and lived with her dad. And since those 6 months, they never spoken to each other. So that mother, being the contestant on that episode, she felt the need to try to understand her own daughter, and she tried to go leaps and bounds to try to understand drag culture and the LGBTQ community in order to try to reconnect with her daughter. And it was just beautiful for her to say, "I made a mistake. I'm owning it to it, and I need to move forward. Whether my daughter is anything in the LGBTQ letters, she is still my daughter, and I made a mistake. I need to get her back in my life because I love her, and love is stronger than everything." And that's why one of the motto of the LGBTQ community is love is love.
It was a really great redemption story.
Through all that, we saw all the real struggles that the three main drag queens, Bob, Eureka, and Shangela, had to go through in their lives, and they are just here to help people educate themselves. And there was one last thing that made me giggle in an uncomfortable way during that show, is that every time they would go to one of those towns, there was big, huge Confederation flags hanging in front of almost every houses. And Bob and Shangela being African American, they're just like,
"Is this gonna be the day?" But you know what? They lasted throughout the season, so I'm pretty sure it was pretty scary. Yeah.
And they were able to get past this because those two people were from those regions, were from those states, and they were born in hard religion. And with this, they're able to use religion as a new anchor for them. Instead of saying the old 2,000 years ago way of using religion and say like LGBTQ people are evil and they're bad, no, they try to modernize it and make it as an adaptation of how people should live their life, as long as it's a positive life. And it made me think about one of the things that I lived through 6 years ago. At our school, we welcomed a priest that told us, hey, religion is not 2,000 years ago. We are able to make religion hip so that young kids can be involved and can feel that it's still alive and it's still a beautiful thing. If we remove all the nasty things that have happened with religion or because of religion throughout those 2,000 years that have passed, we need to go back to the core of the beauty. Whether you like religion or not, some people believe in it. And religion at the end of the day is supposed to be something to uplift you. And we're here, didn't shy away from that. That TV show was open about it and used it. We urge you to go see that TV show. It's just 6 episodes. It doesn't take a long time, but it is life-changing. So please put some comments down below, click the like button, and remember to subscribe. It's been Etienne
and Domingo,
and we welcome you to just
be you.